Welcome everyone to Podcast Demastered. I'm your host Ethan Meyer, and I'm joined, as always, by my two very good friends, Wade and Chelsea. We've got a great show today as we enter the second week in our Harry Potter month. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that follow or subscribe button so you can stay updated for all our great Harry Potter content all month long. And yeah, so all that podcast, all the business out of the way. Let's go ahead and just get into this.
We're no business here.
Yeah,
no business here.
We get it all out in the beginning. All right, week 2 in November. Just now really getting into the deep of the month of Harry Potter stuff. Have you guys found yourselves jonesing to reread the books or rewatch the films or anything like that with all this Harry Potter talk?
I read a little bit of my Tales of Beedle the Bard.
Oh, nice.
It's been a long time since I've read that, and I picked that up middle of last week, and I was just like, it's so nice to read the little stuff.
Yeah, something you can just knock out in like one sit in. What about you, Chelsea?
I still play the mobile game, Hogwarts Mystery. I play that every day.
Right.
So
you're deep rooted into that.
Yes, I am. So it keeps me busy. But yeah, I've definitely thought about, this is definitely like the month to, watch the movies. I haven't started watching them again yet, but that may just happen later.
I see that they're on all the time on TV. I feel like they go back and forth between like E! Channel and like Sci-Fi. Like every other weekend, they do like the marathon.
Oh, they're on Sci-Fi now.
Yeah, I feel like they're syndicated on like everything now.
Every single thing. Does ABC still do their like Wonderful World of Harry Potter thing, like during the holidays where they play all the Harry Potter movies during Christmas time?
Oh, I'm sure. They all have like this weird like little tagline for like why, like to justify why they're playing Harry Potter all day long or all weekend long or whatever. So, but every time I see them, no matter what movie it is or if it's halfway into it or whatever, I always just kind of like turn it on and yeah, it makes me want to just like do a marathon watch, because I think it's been a while, especially for like the first 3. I feel like it's been a long time since I've watched those.
Same.
I find myself like I feel like I've watched the last 3 all the time, and then that those earlier films I like have to almost make it a point to like turn those on. So
yeah, that's
not that I like hate them or anything. It's just like I don't know.
Well, speaking of 3, I did actually watch number 3 on Halloween.
Oh,
completely
really?
Forgot about that. Yeah, it was on and like it was on for the kids and stuff. So I sit there just like, oh, Harry Potter 3, I love Harry Potter 3. And then all of a sudden it was over and I was like, oh, cool, I guess I just watched the movie.
I feel like that's definitely like probably the more like Halloween Harry Potter, if you think about it. Like it definitely has Halloween vibes to it.
I mean, it didn't have a troll in the dungeon on Halloween, though.
Well, that's
only one movie can say that.
That's such a tiny part, though. It's such a small little snippet. Is that like a thing, though? People playing watching Harry Potter over Halloween? Is that because I noticed one of my neighbors here out in the burbs. They just had like a TV out in their driveway on Halloween night, and they just played all the Harry Potter movies for like trick or treaters.
Oh, all right.
Interesting.
That's cool.
So I was like, is that a thing now? Like, we play Harry Potter on every holiday. So,
not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool, I guess, but yeah, I never would have pegged Harry Potter as like go-to Halloween movies, but go-to Halloween costumes, maybe. I feel like that's still a go-to for most people to dress up as some Harry Potter character. So,
been there, done that.
Really? Who'd you go as?
I was Harry, like when I was like, I don't know, 12.
Like 30?
Maybe. I did just recently buy a Hufflepuff tie, so.
Oh, nice.
There's that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, talking about the films, that's kind of the foundation of our episode today. So, as I'm sure most people know who are fans with Harry Potter, that the films had to, in pre-production when they were first going into making of the movies, they had like a casting mandate that they can only do islanders, like United Kingdom, they had to be British or Irish or Scottish or Welsh or whatever. They had to follow into that. They couldn't be Australian or Russian or French or whatever. So with that being said, we also kind of talked in our last episode about the possibility of these films being remade ever. So kind of the idea for this episode is we are going to act as the casting department for those future remakes. Let's just say they're happening, now. And we went through and we picked out 9 characters. We didn't do any of the kid characters because I don't know any child actors, and yeah, that's kind of just where that ended. So we just picked 9 fairly popular characters, divided up between 3 each, and we're going to kind of take turns and go through and say the character and say which American actor would best suit that role for this, fictional remake of the series. So with that being said, Wade, I say we go ahead and start off with you, and let's go ahead and start with Severus Snape.
We're gonna start with the big one first.
Ooh.
We're gonna start with the big.
Oh my gosh.
We got it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right.
Break it open.
Well, I thought I spent so much time trying to think about who's gonna do Snape? Who can do Snape? And I was failing. I had to leave and come back to it because I was just not doing so hot at thinking about that. And then I realized I was thinking too hard, and the answer was right in front of me the whole time. And so I'm gonna go with Adam Driver.
Whoa! Because of the hair?
Well, because of the whole thing. He looks like a young Snape.
He definitely looks like if we were making Snape in the when he went to Hogwarts. The Hogwarts years, the kid Snape or whatever. I guess
the kid Snape,
the kids, not child, but those flashback sequences. He looks like that Snape. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's definitely got Snape hair. I'll give him that. Dude's got some great hair. So I just always picture him as which I can't remember what Star Wars film. I think it was Last Jedi, where he's just his shirt's off and then just got thrown over the internet and memes and everything. That's all I see now. So if that's future Snape, it's just gonna be muscle bound, shirt off Snape.
Oh gosh.
But I mean, acting chops wise, I think he'd be a good fit for Snape. Emotional, but not really emotional. It's such a weird position. But I think he'd be a good job as Snape.
He's definitely a very good actor, and he could be stoic, which is kind of what you need from Snape, because you have to be kind of emotionless being a double agent. So
right,
or a triple agent, however many agents he is. Yep. So I could see that. That'd be interesting. All right, let's go to Chelsea, and let's do Sirius Black.
Well, so since Adam Driver is no longer available,
you both have Adam Driver.
I knew
you guys both
Adam
have
Driver
seen that
was
shirtless picture. Then
Okay, I've seen a lot of movies with Adam Driver. He is a great actor. He does, he has, a lot of range to him. So that's why I thought he could be good as Sirius Black or as Snape. But I was afraid that Wade was going to pick that, so I definitely came up with a secondary option.
Hey, there we go.
Yes. And mine, well, technically he's already part of the Harry Potter stuff, but, he is American. And That would be Johnny Depp.
Oh shit! All right.
Sirius Black, Johnny Depp.
Oh, seriously, yeah. I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Another great actor who's played a variety of characters who I think really could embody Sirius Black.
Especially early Sirius Black, where he's pegged as like a villain. Like I feel like Johnny Depp, like behind those bars in Azkaban, like screaming or whatever for the posters, like that. That's perfect, Johnny Depp.
Yeah. But he also can play that like very likable character too. So I can
for sure.
That's why he just has that range. So, yep, he's definitely my top pick for, well,
the
second
fact
top.
the fact that Adam Driver came into your head, and also the fact that you're like, well, Wade's definitely going to pick Adam Driver for Snape, blows my mind. I'm not saying anything. I like Adam Driver. I think he's amazing. But the fact that you both were like, this is my first draft pick, Adam Driver, that's pretty crazy to me.
He's born to be in the American Harry Potter movies some way or another.
I guess. All right, so I'm gonna do Hagrid for me.
Adam Driver. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so when you look at Adam Driver, you think a half giant man.
Definitely.
No, Hagrid for me, I honestly didn't have to think about this at all. I knew immediately who I wanted for Hagrid. And I feel like he's already Hagrid in real life, and that's John Goodman.
I just had a premonition.
Yes.
I knew you were going to say that.
That was what I was...
Oh, John Goodman.
One of my guesses, actually.
Yeah, I think John Goodman would be... I feel like he's already, like, stature-wise, he's perfect. I feel like he's also very warm. Like, Hagrid's, like, a very warm and likable, kind of, like, not really an oaf, but just, like, you know...
Oh, yeah.
Not, like, as in, like, a negative way, but he's just kind of just, like, a, you know, big old bear, you know? And that's John Goodman.
Yeah, teddy bear.
Yeah, exactly, and that's John Goodman. It's... Not Big Lebowski John Goodman, where he's just pointing guns and yelling all the time. Like, you know, more friendly, you know, Roseanne John Goodman. So...
Roseanne John Goodman. Very
but yeah,
nice.
that was like the 100% the first one I thought of. One that I also thought could do a good job was Jeff Bridges.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why. I think it's also just because I really like Jeff Bridges, but I think that he could like take a little bit of that, take a little bit of the dude and mix it with a little bit of Rooster Cogburn from True Grit. And I feel like there's a Hagrid in there somewhere.
I could see it in the beard for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, those are my two picks for Hagrid. It also just kind of clicked to me that both Jeff Bridges and John Goodman are in Big Lebowski. Maybe I was just thinking of Big Lebowski this whole time.
Maybe.
Maybe I just want to watch that movie. All right, wait. Let's throw it back to you. Let's do Bellatrix.
See, okay, so at first I was waiting for Bellatrix because like, oh my god, it's gonna take me forever to like find a person. And then I stopped. I was like, wait, no, hold on. I have two because I really couldn't make up my mind. But the first one that I picked, like, pretty quickly, I was like, yeah, I think so. Kristen Wiig.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
God, every time I just think of besides SNL, I always just think of...
What, Cheetah?
No, I try and...
I forgot about that. So.
Yeah, I think I've wiped that from my memory for a lot of reasons.
Oh,
yeah, now I can't. Now that's all that's in my head now. Thanks, Wade.
You're welcome.
I can't even think about what I was trying to think of.
I don't know, like a black-haired Kristen Wiig. Like, she's got the chops, man.
She is. Yeah.
She could do it. But here's my other pick. Maybe you'll like it more. Charlize Theron.
Ooh.
Because similar, like, she's got the chops. She can... Yeah. She's very, like...
I feel like I'd be more...
sensual, deadly, like she could do it.
Yeah, I feel like Charlize would be more suitable to like kind of match that, like to tap into that crazy and be sort of like intimidating but also like unpredictable. Where
Fair
I think
enough.
I feel like Kristen Wiig would just be like very good for like the look of the part. But I don't know how well she could be a villain, because if Cheetah is the only thing villainous from her, then it's a very that's a not so good audition tape.
Well, to be fair, Cheetah wasn't really a villain until she was transformed. And most of the time she was transformed, she was just like CGI fighting.
Yeah.
So I won't judge her too harshly for that.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of judgment on Cheetah in that film before she was even Cheetah.
That could be a whole episode.
Save it for the
Chelsea
podcast.
has thoughts.
Oh, I do have that.
I kind of want to hear him. We could take a take a sidebar here.
No. Wait, I almost thought you were gonna say like Emma Stone or somebody for Bellatrix.
I thought you were gonna say Adam Driver again.
I thought about making a joke, but I was like, nah, it's too soon.
Yeah.
I could see Emma Stone. I even jokingly was gonna say Anne Hathaway, but I decided not to do that. So.
Ooh. She could do it. I mean, she's great, but oh wow.
Yeah.
Ethan's not sure about that one.
No, I know. I mean, Anne Hathaway's got amazing range. I just couldn't see Emma. I know she did Cruella and whatever. I still haven't seen that film, but I just don't see her as like an evil like that, I guess.
Yeah, she does crazy well, so she has the potential to go there, but maybe not quite all the way.
I just feel like I feel like it's like I can tell she's acting because it's not like, I don't know, true to her being. Like, it's almost like I know you're pretending to be bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Wow.
You don't know how believable she'd be.
Yeah.
I got
Like,
you.
I feel like she'd be better for like maybe like a Nymphadora, like Tonks, or like something,
Ooh, I could see that.
something more on the other side of the table,
Like a little lighthearted, little
Yeah.
goofy.
There
There you go.
Man, you threw out so many. Kristen Wiig, Anne Hathaway, and stuff. What was the other? Charlize Theron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to Chelsea. Yours is Dolores Umbridge.
Oh man, Umbridge. Now that was definitely a tough one because you have to find somebody who has the range, who can play somebody like that you hate so much, but does such a good job.
I'm not envious that you got her.
Yeah. Well, it definitely took a lot of thought. I definitely came up with a couple different options, but they're all just like to varying degrees of why they could play Umbridge. But I think the top option would be Kathy Bates.
I can see that. Like a Southern Umbridge.
I mean, she would definitely, make it her own, but she could definitely play
like
that
Umbridge's
extreme.
like Mississippi cousin.
Well, if there was an American Harry Potter, that Umbridge would have a Southern accent.
Oh, 100%.
Has to.
There's a lot
100%.
of stuff. There's a lot of digging into that as to why that would be the case, but that would be the case.
Yeah, instead of like cat plates, it'll be like golden retrievers and like peach tea and.
Oh gosh. Yep.
I can see that. Stature for sure. Like same kind of, I'm just thinking of the actress that played the British version. Like same kind of look. Every time I think Kathy Bates, I just hear that ridiculous like Southern drawl accent. It's so crazy to me. I'm hearing that for someone, because like Umbridge has like this really like squeaky voice, but it's like so like creepy and just like gets under your skin. And I would love to hear like Kathy Bates's like southern squeak.
I'll believe it could happen.
Yeah. What was your other one?
Oh, my other one was more of just because she plays a lot of characters that people hate. I don't know if she could quite do the range that it would be a super believable Umbridge, like the Umbridge we've seen in previous, like, you know, the actual Harry Potter movies. Jane Lynch.
Oh, wow.
She may not have the look or anything, too, but she can play those characters that people
It's just
hate,
like,
so.
Oh, yeah. No,
it's just Umbridge.
If she had to,
tracksuit.
she'd do it. Coach Umbridge.
Yeah, Coach Umbridge with like a
Yep.
clipboard and a matching jumpsuit.
Going around
she has
illegally
all those,
harassing all the students all the time.
Yeah, blowing her whistle.
I mean,
God.
that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would actually want to see Jane Lynch be Umbridge over Kathy Bates for the American Harry Potter.
Just because it would be so crazy.
Just because it would be ridiculous. I would love it.
Yep.
All right, well, I'll do my actress, which was McGonagall. And I felt like there was an obvious choice here with Meryl Streep being McGonagall.
Mm-hmm.
Just because she's a powerhouse actress. She kind of just like fits the look and the part. She has a lot of range in terms of being like someone who could command a classroom in the early years, but also be like incredibly like endearing and loving and like empathetic towards the end. But that's not who I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna kind of go a little.
There was a curveball there.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of get the discount Meryl Streep here, and I'm gonna pick Glenn Close.
Either would be fine.
Yeah.
Either would be delightful.
Just because I feel like, hey, it's gonna be, I don't want to get too many A-listers up on this thing. You know, we gotta keep it under budget. You know, we gotta contract all these people for God knows how many films. You know, I don't think Meryl Streep's gonna sign a 7-8 part, whatever. So Glenn Close. I mean, what's she even doing these days? You know, she can pull it off.
She could pull it off, yes.
She can pull it off. She does a lot of TV now. I figure if we remake Harry Potter, it's going to be a TV series for somebody. So it's like right in her wheelhouse. So, but yeah, Glenn Close. Did you guys have any? Because I know when we first dished out all the characters, I know Chelsea, you wanted McGonagall. Did you have a go-to for that?
I do have one. It's kind of like she is a lot younger than your picks, but I think she can play that.
We can age her up.
Yeah, that stern teacher. I think that could be Sarah Paulson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't she play like in one of those? Because the only thing I've ever seen her in is like all the American Horror Story stuff. Doesn't she have like one of those roles where she's kind of like more commanding? Or is that am I thinking of something?
Isn't she Nurse Ratched or whatever? Isn't she
Yeah.
on a TV show?
She's that too, yeah.
Yep. That's what I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen her in a couple other things, not that role, but yeah, she also has that range but that likability, but also more of that sternness to go along with being a teacher.
She'd also, she would make a good, the character's name's for, Malfoy's mom. She'd make a good Malfoy.
Narcissa?
Narcissa.
Oh, she would.
Yeah.
Yeah, Narcissa.
She'd make a good Narcissa Malfoy. I can see that.
Go.
All right, Wade. Let's move on to Mad Eye Moody.
This one was almost immediate, and I hope you enjoy it.
Jack Black.
Podcast is over. I'm going home. Yes, it's Jack Black.
Oh.
I knew
Way to
it.
ruin it.
That's who I was gonna pick.
Well, too damn bad I picked him. He's on my paper. No, mine.
That's hilarious. See, we were
I get the
thinking Jack
paycheck.
Black. You guys had the Adam Driver connection. You know, we all got something. Why did you want to pick? Why did you want to pick Jack Black?
Because he's just that, like, he's that amount of gruff, that amount of serious, but also not serious. And if you're like, hey, like, here's a peg leg, hey, here's like this super paranoid person, go have yourself some fun, he'd be like, okay, he'd take it, he'd be just fine.
He also just kind of, because Mad Eye just looks like someone who's like lived in a gutter his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you guys seen some recent Jack Black. Man just looks like he lives in a gutter. So
Yeah, he
I love
sure does.
Jack Black, but he's just like, he's definitely got his thing going for him. He's got like that COVID beard that's like down to his knees by this point. So. But yeah, I could see that being a very very interesting and fun role for him.
Yes, I really think he would do a good job.
Did you have any other backups for that?
Nope. That was instantaneous, and I was fulfilled. So.
What about you, Chelsea?
Did I have a one for Moody?
Do you think just off the top of your head, who do you think would be a good Moody?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Whoa. A method actor.
Oh yeah, he would eat that roll up.
I don't think Johnny Cash fits the bill here.
Some Joker vibes.
I feel like his Moody would be like too creepy.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, are you really a good guy? Like I don't know. I don't know if I should trust you.
Keeps you guessing the whole time.
Yeah. That's like the
you don't let that man teach people.
Yeah. That's when they do a spin-off and it's just called Moody and it's just like the darker side of Mad Eye Moody.
Murdering everybody all the time.
Yeah.
Well, it would kind of work well for the fourth one because it's not even the real Mad Eye for most of that time.
That's the twist ending. We'll do we'll do just a solo film where it's just like an Elsewhere production of Moody. Now I'm sold. Now I'm sold with the Joaquin thing.
Okay, there you go.
All right. This one's gonna be interesting. Chelsea, you have Dumbledore.
Yes, the one, the only, Albus Dumbledore. This one's difficult because I wish I could just combine a bunch of people and call it good. Because this one was really difficult. I went back and forth pretty much up until we started recording.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. I think I have two. I think I'll just say two top contenders. I think my first one is Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I know he's pretty eccentric though, but I was like, so it's kind of hard for me to see him play more of like the serious side, but I think he could do it too. He could have the look of a classic Dumbledore.
Alright, so not to get too off the path here, but I'm like rewatching all of the Star Trek movies, like the 80s movies with like William Shatner and all them. So I'm watching Star Trek 3 right now, The Search for Spock. And Christopher Lloyd is the villain. He's a Klingon. And it's so over the top and amazing. So when you said Christopher Lloyd, I immediately just see like Klingon Christopher Lloyd just it's like Dumbledore. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, this is a mess.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, he's very eccentric. That was a good word. That was a good word.
Yep.
He would definitely be one side of Dumbledore for sure. I don't know if I would warm up to him and be like, "Oh, I love you, Dumbledore." Because I'd be like, "You're fucking weird, Dumbledore."
Yeah, that's gonna be the whole vibe the whole time. Like, who is this man?
Like, why does he keep calling me to his office?
Oh my god,
It's such a strange character.
It's awful.
Yeah. So, I can give you my second option. Maybe it's a little more pleasing. It's, it's a little different, but I think he could really encompass the whole role with being that really the figure that people look up to, but also that strong authority figure, has a great voice. He's literally like God in movies. That would be Morgan Freeman.
Black Dumbledore. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I could see that, because one of the things I like most about Dumbledore is when he talks. So a Morgan Freeman Dumbledore, I'd be like, can you just like narrate this whole film? Can the remakes just be from his perspective? Like a Shawshank Redemption where he's just like narrating everything that's happening. And
Harry Potter is now a penguin documentary.
I would love that. That would be that. He should just narrate the movies. He shouldn't even be a character. He should just just like narrate everything. When we dished out all the characters and you got Dumbledore, I was going through as well trying to think, and I'm just like, man, all the good old dudes are British.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, that's one of the definitions of being a good old dude, right? Is being British.
Yeah, I was like,
if you're a bad old dude, you end up Christopher Lloyd. If Christopher Lloyd was British, he'd be fine.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, you'd be a gentleman and a scholar. But now I just think of old crusty Klingon Christopher Lloyd. yelling about time travel and then doing it in Klingon. So, oh boy. Yeah. So that was the one that I thought would be the most difficult, was trying to find someone to pull off Dumbledore, because he's also one of those characters that has a lot of different variety to him, especially as the series progresses. The first couple films, he's much more just kind of sort of esoteric and sort of wise and just kind of kind of goofy, I guess. And then, like, as the series goes on, he like realizes like shit's about to hit the fan and everything. It's like kind of does like a 180 a little bit. And now I'm just seeing Christopher Lloyd do this. So.
Or Morgan Freeman. There you go.
Maybe we should have Morgan Freeman be Dumbledore in the first two, and then we'll recast them like they did, and it'll be Christopher Lloyd for Azkaban.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. We cleared that up. We'll do that. That'll work out. All right, so I have Voldemort. I have two. I have one that I think would actually be very good, and then I have one that I would love to see because I think it would make the film much more interesting. So we're going to start with that one. And that's Samuel L. Jackson.
I was not expecting that. Okay.
I feel like we wouldn't get the rating we wanted. But
hey, it's worked out with Marvel so far, so.
Yeah. I want like an unhinged Samuel L. Jackson as Voldemort.
I'm just speechless.
And he pulled out his wizard gun.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Potter Puppet Pals. Oh my god. Let's shoot him! That was a mistake. Oh my god.
But you see what I mean? Like, once Goblet of Fire hits, because, it's all just, whatever Voldemort for the first 3 films. But, you're in that graveyard. they're Samuel Jackson crawls out of that cauldron, drops a couple F-bombs. Reads Cedric Diggory. Reads him like something from the Bible or whatever before he shoots him with his wizard gun. Like, this is the film. This is what people want to see from American Harry Potter.
I was gonna say this is very Americanized.
Exactly.
Is he gonna read Cedric that Go the F to Sleep book before he kills him?
Exactly.
Please, Cedric, go the F to sleep.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I feel like
I'm done. I can't do it anymore. The rest of the episode is up to you two. I'm gonna go in a corner and lose my mind.
But also, if you think about with Chelsea's casting, and we get that Dumbledore Voldemort duel, we can have Morgan Freeman and Samuel Jackson dueling it out in the Ministry of Magic.
Oh my god.
That is just Oscar worthy.
Exactly.
All the Oscars.
But again, Voldemort just pull out a gun then.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman doesn't use guns.
He'll just talk him down.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman's
guess
just
he'll have
sitting in
to.
a chair, like talking to him. There's like a fire going.
Yes.
That means Wormtail would have to be John Travolta.
Ew. Oh god.
It works. Ew.
It's too much ew.
Oh. That almost kind of perfect.
Please, if there's any listeners out there, I want someone mock this up for me. I want to see this. I need a visual
See
for
John
this.
Travolta's Wormtail.
Yeah, I want to see John Travolta and Samuel Jackson as Voldemort and Wormtail. Someone make this happen for me.
Yes. And tag us on social media.
Yeah. All right, so my actual one that I think would actually do a really good job, not as good as Samuel Jackson, obviously, but would be someone who basically looks like Voldemort in real life, and that's Jared Leto.
Yes.
Gross.
He was one of my...
I feel like the
Gossip,
voice, the snake eyes, the like everything about him normally already just works. So.
But is he gonna have a grill? And tattoos?
He has no teeth. No.
Yeah, yeah.
He lost his teeth privileges.
Yeah. Like, sorry, Leto, you can't have teeth in this. We had to give those to Christopher Lloyd, so.
I mean, he's already played at least one serial killer in something, so that's perfect.
He was also the villain in Blade Runner 2049, and he was basically just Voldemort in that film. Very soft-spoken. So I feel like that would be a perfect pairing for a more like professional film. We're actually trying. Samuel Jackson obviously would be the more entertaining route. That's the blockbuster money right there with Jackson. But Leto, he might get something in the Oscar season. So, but yeah, that was actually my other one that I was kind of going back and forth was Joaquin Phoenix, just because he's also another actor that's pretty creepy. So I was just kind of thinking of like creepy dudes. So got Jared Leto.
Creepy dudes indeed.
Creepy dudes. Joaquin Phoenix, Jared Leto.
I have another creepy dude to add to that list.
Oh yeah, who do you got?
Willem Dafoe.
Oh no.
I love Willem Dafoe though. He has
he's great.
He would have an amazing Voldemort voice. He would be a very good. Who's that Death Eater? That's basically like, is it a Fenrir Greyback?
The werewolf guy?
Yeah, the werewolf guy. That could be Dafoe.
Yeah. There you go.
That'd be like a perfect Dafoe role. But yeah.
That's fair.
Well, those are basically the 9 that we picked out. Now that we've got the juices going, do you guys have any others just like that you just thought of right now in the moment, or any other characters that you would want to see have American counterparts for?
I have a couple.
What do you got?
Lily Tomlin as Professor Trelawney.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That'd
be good.
She basically is that already. So it kind of.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Born to play the role.
Yeah, exactly. It's a faded role right there.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you got?
I have Melissa McCarthy as Molly Weasley.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Yep. I have one other one, but it's not quite as good as those two, in my opinion.
We'll see.
Jack Nicholson as Filch.
Jack Nicholson is Filch.
Yes, that works just fine.
Jack Nicholson and Filch is he's the Filch in the film where Samuel Jackson's the Voldemort. So. I feel like those are the same kind of vibes in that series.
Oh, for sure.
That is totally fair.
What about? All right, I'm going to throw out a couple actors' names, and you tell me who you think they'd be good for.
Okay.
Okay.
What about DiCaprio?
Grindelwald.
Okay, so it's just like, gets like a cameo.
Or Lucius.
Oh.
I could. Okay. I can do Lucius.
He already slicks his hair back, so I can see that. All right, what about Brad Pitt? America's Sweetheart.
Flitwick.
That's Patton Oswalt.
No, it's Flitwick. Brad Pitt is Flitwick. Angelina Jolie, she got to be an Eternal, and he gets to be Flitwick. That's how it works. It will not be talked down.
Oh my gosh. I have no words for that. I'm speechless now.
Or Vernon Dursley, but that's my final offer.
Or who?
Vernon Dursley.
Oh, God. Gonna sex up Vernon Dursley.
No,
something America does not need.
Is Jennifer Aniston his wife then?
Yes.
Perfect. That's all we need.
Yep. She can be Petunia. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Actually, she could be Petunia.
Yeah.
See?
Who would be Dudley? I mean, who could fit the offspring of Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt to be Dudley? Exactly.
How about Josh Peck 15 years ago?
Okay. I buy it. You can see that. Or who's that I don't know that kid's name. But he's like the new God, they're like doing another Home Alone movie. And he's playing like the kid that was left behind. He's just like this cute little chubby kid with like glasses. He was also in Jojo Rabbit as like not the lead, but just like a side character.
Oh, as a friend?
Yeah, as the friend, like the really like goofy friend. I mean,
yeah, I know
obviously,
who you're talking about. I don't know his name, but
I don't know what you're all talking about.
Aww.
I don't know who he looks like, but he's yeah. I mean, I feel like
he's hairy. Okay.
Yeah. He's so sweet though. Like, you couldn't be Dudley. Mm-hmm. Dudley's such a piece of shit.
Maybe he'll be Neville.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be a good Neville. That would be a good Neville. That works. What about Steve Carell?
He could be Harry's dad.
Harry's dad?
Yeah.
And here I was going with Luna's dad.
He could be both. Or either. It'd be fine.
I could, yeah.
He's a good father figure, but he's also, like, he can do ridiculous, too, so. You know.
All right, well, speaking of ridiculous, what about Jim Carrey?
Quirrell.
No, he needs to be around longer than that. Oh well, you know what? Okay, I'll give you that, and I'll raise you Gilderoy Lockhart.
Ooh,
That's fair.
Okay.
he's not good. He's not good enough looking though. Like Gilderoy Lockhart, that's like you need someone who's just handsome.
Okay, well, who would you put?
That's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon would be a perfect Lockhart.
Maybe
He's also
like
he's like the master
a
of
while
like
ago.
he's like master of like cameo roles too. Like he does like the most absurd nonsense that people don't even like know about.
I mean, he was Thor once, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Matt Damon,
well,
give him like a blonde wig or whatever. You know.
Well,
Be perfect.
Speaking of Thor, what's Chris Evans gonna do?
Who's like a beefcake in Harry Potter?
I was like, but Chris Evans is way better looking than Matt Damon. Just saying. If
Yeah,
you're
but Matt Damon's just like, you know, he could be a mouth breather, you know. He could pull that off better than Chris Evans, I think.
Chris Evans. Well, you could be Crumb. Victor Crumb.
A little old for that, isn't he?
You know, we have lots of de-aging technology. Look at all the time in these movies we do.
That's true.
Oh my lord!
I was just saying, there's not a whole lot of beefcake in the Harry Potter films, are there? He's got Crumb and yeah, I don't really. Oh.
The British are not known for this.
Yeah. British beefcake. When they hear beefcake, they just think that's like a meal. They're just like, oh yeah, beefcake.
That's the improper name for shepherd's pie there.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he could be Lupin, but we'd have to, you know, he'd have to go on like a diet or whatever. He'd have to lose like 30, 40 pounds. He'd have to get a little disheveled. But he could be Lupin.
That's true.
Chris Evans, Lupin, and Johnny Depp is Sirius Black. That'll work. That's a good pairing. No, I can't think of any other like characters that would have like an interesting American counterpart right now off the top of my head. Like there's a whole slew of like child actors, but you know, whatever. Besides that goofy kid from the new Home Alone, I don't know. I don't know any of the kid actors. So yeah, those are your American doppelgangers from all these British roles. We got Glenn Close as McGonagall. We got John Goodman as Hagrid. We got Jared Leto as Voldemort. We have Kathy Bates as Dolores Umbridge. We got Johnny Depp as Sirius Black. We've got Christopher Lloyd as Dumbledore. We got Jack Black as Mad-Eye Moody. We have Kristen Wiig as Bellatrix Lestrange. And Adam Driver as Severus Snape.
In a surprise Deca role, he's going to play all of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the new Nutty Professor, except it's Adam Driver and Harry Potter. So enjoy.
Nope.
I feel like this cast, like this is an award-winning cast right here.
Definitely.
And definitely bring people in.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not as much as if we had Samuel Jackson as Voldemort, but alas. All right, so that concludes our American casting episode here for Harry Potter. You guys have anything else before we go ahead and wrap up the show?
I don't think we covered it.
All right, cool. Well, go ahead and like and subscribe to the podcast. And if you want to check us out on social media, you can follow us at PodDemastered. And if you want to reach out directly to the show, you can email us at demasteredpodcast@gmail.com. Feel free to email us any questions or comments, and we can answer some of those on the show if they're, interesting. And yeah, thanks for listening.
Bye.
See ya.